So it's a little after midnight, and I am headed to San Diego area, Carlsbad, to go and see Aptera. And yeah, I'm currently working in Fremont for Tesla. I'm about to be transitioning to the robotics program, working with the Optimus developments. But yeah, I only got about 3 hours sleep, 3.5 hours, but I'm hoping that I took some L-theanine, I had some matcha green tea, so I'm hoping that'll help, as well as the crack cocaine. But I haven't been out here in California very long, so I'm hoping to see like if the rest of California is as shitty as the Bay Area is. This is actually my third vehicle that I've been doing these type of videos from. I had a Chevy Volt Generation 1 a second ago, and then I moved out to California, got the Generation 2. It's better, it's cool. But yeah, for me, in my situation, it doesn't make a lot of sense to get a regular EV. Like, to get a plug-in hybrid makes more sense for me and for a lot of other people. But with an Aptera, it's quite a bit different, quite a bit more convenient to have an Aptera for so many reasons that you probably already know by now, solar being number one. So yeah, among the people who have uploaded videos about Aptera, I probably have invested more than any of those people, and especially if you include my family. And so when I go to Aptera, I'm going to be asking the hard-hitting questions, you know, because I put a lot of money there, like, what's your favorite candy? I've invested enough to get about trash can and 3 doorknobs at the Aptera factory. And then I'm also an ambassador. I've been an ambassador for Aptera for about 3 years now. The only thing is, this is about a 7-hour drive, and my limit is about 5 hours, so I might not make it at all. So if you're seeing this video, then it means I survived, or it means that someone recovered the footage and they uploaded it in my honor. The last couple videos that you saw of me talking, it wasn't actually me talking, it was my AI voice using 11 Labs. But this time I'm gonna do a little combination of both, so I'll let you figure out which one is me and which one is my clone voice. On second thoughts, Tesla's FSD, full self-driving, would come in handy right now. I'm a few hours in, and at least a couple years ago, I used to have a habit of swaying back and forth within the lane. It makes you feel a little uneasy. So I guess I wouldn't be able to relax too much either way. But, and also you have to put your hands on the wheel every 30 seconds or so. And with Aptera's Comma AI system, it's completely hands-free. You don't have to put your hands on the wheel at all. So in that way, it's going to be a lot better.
Are wonderful though.
Actually, yeah, it doesn't echo hardly at all.
Yes, factory's been treated like, and like the floor took forever, the ceiling took forever. So yeah, this is our, ERP and MES system. So basically, this is a crazy diagram of just how everything has to integrate together. But as I'm sure you've seen Chris Anthony talk about before, right? There's 12 assembly stations in this final assembly building. It's a Maxion Gen 3 cell. Here's a broken...
What is it? It's a silicone diode or not?
Do you remember, Audra?
This is something else.
It has a copper matrix on the back.
So
that's really cool. The vehicle will be assembled in Italy pretty much. A lot of the vehicle, like a rolling chassis. We get the rolling chassis here, the safety structure installed, all that.
For the first
And then we put in the battery
will
and the solar
probably
and
be
interior.
shifting those over.
CPC will move here to make...
They eventually will come here.
when the battery guys will move here too?
Yep, then it's all going to be in the U.S.
You're in high production.
Does CPC put in the steel cage at the top as well?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so then, right, here's a production intent solar hood. So, ultra light, slightly flexible, just because it's so thin. It's not intended to be. If you guys want to hold it like this and pass it around. I think it's... Whoops!
It's kind of a scary thing to do.
So the chassis and everything is going to, it will be done in Italy. The batteries in Korea,
Yeah.
shipped here, and then will the fiberglass shell on top, like white part there, is that put on here, or is that done in Italy too?
Like in Italy, the full body structure is complete. Yeah. Safety structures all in there. The frame. Then we just need to put in the battery and the solar.
And the famous cooling system, is that going to be done in Italy at first too, or is that going to be?
We're doing a more traditional cooling system. It'll be installed here.
It'll be done here.
What do you think, how many are you going to be able to produce here on a daily basis, a big facility before you grow it?
This facility could do enough for 80 vehicles a day, like of solar production, once we scale up the solar line. Right now the solar line can do enough solar for 6 vehicles a day with the one land motor.
Okay, so
we need to up
together
the
here
land
by in 2 days we'll get ours.
That's right.
The notice is coming. Oh my God.
Once we can make one, what do you?
Oh my
What
God.
rate is it going to be at in the first week or 2 or month?
We're hoping to ramp to 40 vehicles a day as quick as possible, like from the start. So we're hoping from the start. I mean, I'm sure the first few weeks we'll be making a couple, but like we want to bet 40 as soon as possible.
So if we're in the top 50, we'll get it in the first 2 weeks?
I would say so, yeah.
Wow. It's pretty cool in person.
So,
Really
for what years is your first time That's awesome. Well, you'll love the ride too. But yeah, you can see the big cargo storage area that's 32.5 cubic feet.
I don't know how you're camping.
Oh, look, the camping kit goes over
Yeah,
here.
yeah, I see
My
it.
concern was having, I knew a bike rack when he could. I saw
Those
a video.
seats go
I could put
forward.
my bike in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Full, especially if it
Not
falls.
completely flat, I think, but almost.
Yeah, they'll move forward,
That's,
and then there'll be a
license plate
little
eliminator.
extra
Yeah.
space for headroom. But
Put room,
Got it,
yeah.
got it.
And there's the charge port.
Chargeport is like is that a Tesla?
Yeah. Tesla charge port, yeah.
the
So-
NACS, as they
NACS.
call it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
the
this
max
this
port.
is squished down as much as it's going to be, right? Already. But then this
The
is
lights will
gonna.
look different,
But then
but-
the hatch is gonna go to like right here, all the way
Hatch
here.
goes all the way back.
Right.
All the way
back. Got it.
It's gonna be really.
I was
really
really curious that, on the videos you can see the panels glow in some of the videos. And,
Yes.
and I heard now that that's only with goggles on, infrared goggles.
It's with infrared, yeah.
So you can't make it light up in the parking
No,
lot.
that'd be cool though,
Yeah,
right?
I love that.
I know, that'd be really cool.
I'll just add strings of LEDs in place.
Yeah.
So did you?
Making some
But
modifications.
with the hatch coming back, are you concerned about? I mean, how does the rear end crash thing going to work, or do you know, or is that a?
Yeah, I mean,
issue?
we've done all the simulations. It'll do good. It's just that I guess your solar panel would get impacted if you got in a very
Yeah.
severe impact, so you need to replace that too. Versus in this instance, but this basically goes to here, like the lip. So the lip is still here. It's not like the lip
so
is
it's
here.
not way back there.
No,
I
but the
see.
solar panel covers this.
will come over this as
Yes.
well.
Yeah.
But these will be separate from the one on the lid.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, okay. So you wouldn't conceivably have to replace
So this is
it
going to
all.
be a solar panel back here.
Yeah. There'll be 189 of those cells you saw on the
no,
vehicle.
and
189.
What does that create, charge, will that do a couple kilowatts a day?
Yeah. I think it's 3 kilowatts.
No, really.
So is this indicative of the final carpeting that we're gonna have as well? The
I don't know. That's a great question.
all right. All
I
right.
doubt it. I feel like it's a one-off carpet. But
Gotcha. But you think it'll be this color though?
yeah.
Okay.
It looks like this. Yeah. No, not
Yeah, I didn't expect to be this impressed in person. I thought it'd just be like in the pictures and stuff, but
no longer used.
it's pretty awesome.
But yeah, it's not in production. It's really hard to work with.
Are you guys gonna start using methanol?
So if you get hungry, you can use the seats.
Wow.
Sourcing whatever we can.
So when we came up with the idea, right, of a 10 miles per kilowatt hour, was that based on 25 kilowatt hour pack or 40?
It's based on the launch. It's based
Okay.
on the launch.
We don't have, you don't have the battery pack on the launch. What size?
It's a 45 kilowatt hour pack, 42 kilowatts usable. So that's what we're gonna get from CTNS. And
So 400 plus miles on a charge.
400 miles. Yep. Cool. Well, let's wheel it out.
All right. So as far as all the design changes, they're mostly the two things you mentioned. There's nothing cosmetic difference.
No.
Okay.
No. It looks exactly like the renders.
Yeah.
Well, this looks like, almost like it did 14 years ago.
That too.
Skateboard pedals make it.
I don't know. As far as I've seen in the renders, yes. I
That'd
haven't
be-
heard about that.
that's-
That'd be a silly
Skateboard
change.
That's the only reason I want the car.
That's why you want it.
Skate what?
Skateboard pedals. Yeah, brake and accelerate.
Oh,
It's pretty cool, man. It's pretty.
Well, everybody likes silver, black, and white. I mean, that's just the typical.
So,
Something new that would become fun.
so people like silver, but I did like a poll or whatever, trying to survey people to see if they like silver metallic more or silver matte more, and they're all saying pretty much that they like the gloss finish more. Yeah, silver gloss.
Would you include blue in a survey? See what they say?
Yeah.
I can, yeah,
no.
but
Dark
but
blue that matches like the solar panels.
I wonder if we asked everyone here what they would say.
yeah, because if we have just one color that everyone has to pick, I think it should be the high gloss because that's going to be more appealing overall to like the masses. I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
how many
Is it-
reservations do you currently have?
47,000.
47,000.
Yep.
Is it still open?
Yeah, it is. Because sometimes people, they drop off and like, I have to get a new vehicle, or I have to, like, it's not fit for my lifestyle anymore. Or, but some people cancel and then they come back like a year later.
Once they come here, then they see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, in person is way more amazing than it already is. Yeah.
I know, my friend yesterday, he was telling people about Aptera and they're like, oh, that looks interesting. He's like, it's so much better in person. I'm like, it's like my dating profile. I'm kidding. I swear I look better in person.
Yeah. So.
I don't use online dating. Wow!
Yeah, like the Cybertruck. I've seen the Cybertruck so many times in person, and I'm like, it looks the same as what I'm used to seeing in TV or whatever. But this, it's quite a bit different.
I know, and I feel like there were so many different renders of it online, like from the past, like from the alphas, from the. We gotta get our SEO showing more like gamma
Trailer.
So the drag coefficient for a long time has been 0.13. So what is it now after like a few years? Is it lower?
I think we will have to wait and see what the production intent vehicles tell us. We didn't release the number of Gamma's drag coefficient. It was still the most efficient vehicle like ever with the number we got, but we're like, okay, hasn't been validated yet. We're gonna release the number once we have like our production type vehicle that's been through the wind tunnel. And,
yeah, but it might have
we're
got
hoping to keep it around
around 0.13. But the 0.13 was without the side view mirrors, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's going to be taking a small hit, but then there was some type of 6% like efficiency increase or whatever a long time ago. I forget how that worked. Something with aerodynamics was
Aubrey needs to tell us who's next.
improved 6% at one point, but I'm not sure.
Who would like to be next?
She was here,
go
she was
ahead.
here, then you guys were here, then I was
And
here.
he was here before us.
Were you here?
Sorry.
Yeah,
Why don't you jump in?
yeah,
You're an
I'm just chilling.
He's just chilling.
I'll go eventually. Yeah. Dude.
I know.
All right.
How's it going?
Pretty good. Okay.
Awesome.
I'm supposed to get in butt first, like yeah.
Oh, whatever, you know. However you get in is how you get in.
A lot of leg space.
It's like too much. It's awesome. No one will know what the heck you're driving. It's gonna be so cool. But yeah, I mean, it's a really stable vehicle. You know, it's a ton of fun. It really holds in the corners.
Feels
really well.
great, yeah.
Yeah, it does. And I'm excited for the production intent builds. Those are gonna be like beyond. You know,
Even better than this. This is already good enough for me.
Right? I know. I was like,
Feels better than like the Tiburon I had, at least.
Oh, nice. I was like, I'll take this home. Yeah. When we did the video shoot where we went up Double Peak Park, that mountain in San Marcos, we had like an Aptera house with a couple employees there, so like it was cool. I got to drive it to like where we lived at the time, but it felt like a hot shot, you know, driving it. Or like a big wig driving it around to my house and parking at our neighbors like, what the heck, you know? So
yeah,
it's gonna be cool, but it's also like very practical, you know. So it's not just about the cool looks, but it's just like extremely practical.
Yeah. So the Gamma is it 0 to 60 in 4 seconds as well? Or
It's speed limited, I think by half, roughly. So
Okay.
it'd probably be double that ish.
Gotcha.
And then, as you know, right now it just has the hood and dash, so you can see their solar output on the screen.
Yep.
But in like peak sun, the hood gets like 80 watts. Pretty cool.
Oh.
So yeah, it's a beast. Woo! Really well. It's really fun to toss around, you know.
Wow. And you can't roll it over either. That's
Right,
awesome.
impossible. It really is.
Jeez, I think I came a little just now. This thing is awesome, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be the coolest vehicle out there for sure. I can't wait to get mine either. You know.
Hell yeah,
Hopefully they'll let
man.
me take a production 10-1 home for a little bit or something.
All right.
You either knock on the Glogo,
Yeah.
or you tap a key card on the Glogo and it'll pop open. Either of those.
But is there like a manual open at all?
On the inside, yes.
From the outside, like if you're locked out and something mechanic, like if you're trying
I
to
don't
do
know
something
about on the
mechanical.
outside. I'm sure there, like, if you open the hood, there's like a manual release to something.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a pull tab here for the inside.
Gotcha. Okay.
Cool, man.
Thank you.
No problem.
You said so. I heard that the Apple CarPlay isn't going to be available at first, right? But then the Android Auto maybe, right?
Yeah, they're both somewhat up in the air right
Yeah.
now. But if once we get them, it's gonna be something that you can upgrade to.
Well, the thing is, so
Hopefully.
yeah. So I heard that with Apple CarPlay, there's some kind of chip,
It
right?
is,
But with Android Auto, is there a chip as well? No.
No, I think that is
So-
software.
So yeah, the OTA is going to be with Android Auto. Otherwise, you have to bring the car in. But you know if that'd probably be a fee or something. I don't know.
I mean,
Probably a fee. Yeah.
I'm
I would charge a fee.
wow.
Look at that. Yeah, make Apple pay. Apple people pay.
No, they don't.
They make.
No, they make so much money. I mean,
Yep.
how many times are they going to change the USB-C to USB to? Like, oh my goodness.
Do we have a warranty number, like for the number of years for the battery pack?
We don't. We want to test those packs before giving any official number. I mean, in
That
the
makes
past,
sense.
it's been said, like Chris Anthony's said, quoted 10 years. We'd expect it to last at least.
10 would be good, yeah. Since there are a couple of pretty big announcements I'm not allowed to talk about, and also in the interest of time, I decided to break this down into 2 parts. I'll release part 2 after there has been an official public release of information. You've likely already heard a bit about the belly cooling plans being temporarily put aside in favor of a simpler and cheaper heat exchanger solution. There's more interesting info regarding other changes as well coming. Some won't be happy, some won't care much. Anyways, I'll talk about it more in part 2 as well as other things. As far as PI builds, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to talk about when that's coming, but I'll just say it's soon, and that CPC will be bonding the structure together manually for the first 3 builds and then use assembly jigs for the remaining PI build assembly and into volume production once the process is complete, which should also be soon. One of the first 3 builds will be cosmetically pretty and be wrapped to look representative of the production version, the other 2 not so pretty. I luckily got to test drive the Gamma as well, which I didn't show here, but as I've said in another video, driving with just one hand is going to be the most convenient method with the Aptera half yoke. You've seen Chris drive with 2 hands, but I intentionally tested how easy it was to basically do a U-turn with just one hand crossed over, and it was quite simply. And that's with no power steering and a turning radius that isn't quite production intent spec. Production intent turning radius will be similar to that of a Toyota Corolla and better than a Tesla Model 3. The Gamma will be taking a trip overseas shortly to garner foreign investment. I could talk more about that, but I've probably already said too much, so I will let you folks speculate on where it's going and when. Go ahead and subscribe now, and part 2 will be out shortly if you have not already reserved your Aptera. I don't know what the hell you're waiting for, but use my referral link in the description to get a $1.30 discount on your reservation and join the growing list of almost 48,000 Aptera enthusiasts. Totally refundable. Also, San Diego, as well as Carlsbad and Oceanside, crushed the San Francisco Bay Area. Beautiful place.